Hi everyone. Today we will be looking at this problem, find the highest altitude. So what the problem basically says is that we have a biker which is basically standing at height of 0, and we are given a differences array. So this array basically gives the differences between various positions of a biker. And now, based on these two informations that we have to find the maximum height achieved by the biker during his journey. So I'll give you a visual representation of this problem. So firstly, the biker is staying at the height of altitude 0, and then the difference from his current position to the next position is -5. Basically, if he is standing at 0, now he'll be going to -5, right? Now, the next positions, the difference between the current position and the next position is 1. So he'll be moving to -4. Now the difference is 5, right? So 5 will be adding the 5 and will be reaching 1. Now the difference is 0. So basically, same altitude. Now the altitude is -7. So he'll be reaching -6, right? So this is, and we have to find that what is the maximum height achieved by the biker during this journey. So we can see very clearly that the maximum height achieved by the biker during this journey remains to be 1, right? So what are we going to do is we are going to have two variables, the current height variable and the maximum height variable. And we are going to return this as our answer. So what we are going to do is we are going to run the loop in the different in this gains or the differences array, and we will add the current height and the gains array. And in this manner, we will be reaching the next height, and we will check that if the next height reached is in fact greater than the previous maximum height, and if it is so, we'll update the maximum height. And once we are done by once we have traversed this whole array, we will check and we will basically return the maximum height reached by us during the journey. So all right, let's try to code this solution up, and then we'll talk about the time complexity of this solution. So we are given this array, and write let's try and write the code for this. So we'll be having a max height, or yeah, max height as a 0, and then we'll have current height as 0 because we are standing at the altitude of 1 only. And then we'll try to run the loop from or maybe run a simple loop, right? So for auto a in a, uh, current height. How do we reach the current height? By simply adding the difference or the gain. And now we'll see max h equals to max of max h and current height. And in the end, we'll be returning the maximum height reached by us so far. And let's try and run this. So all the test cases are getting accepted. Now let's try and submit the solution. So yeah, so all the test cases are accepted and we have been able to solve this problem. So let's talk about the time complexity of this solution. So as we can see very clearly that we're only running a for loop, and so the time complexity is going to be O of n, and about the space complexity, we are only maintaining two extra variables. So the space complexity is also constant, right? So yeah, this is the second problem in the series of prefix sum problems. Hope you guys will keep watching, and I'll be adding more videos to this playlist. Yeah, thank you.